Yeah. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on when you find the video. I wanted to do a simple video about the simple truth. I didn't want to elaborate on anything and fantasize it, and not that I always do that, but there are some times where I hold back. Not completely, but I hold back some things because I think that some people aren't ready for it, or some people can't deal with that, or I don't want to be mean, you know? And I just think that there's more substance in truth. And usually I deliver the substance, the base of the truth. But there are some details that I miss. Not by accident, but on purpose. Because let's say I'm reading and someone feels like they're in love with the karmic, or someone feels like they want to stop being with a divine person and move on. You know, I mention those things, I do, and you guys hear me mention them a lot. But it happens a lot more than I do say, because I believe in the greater truth. I believe that overall, the cards, the major arcanas, are going to pull us through those barriers. But today, today I want to disclose everything. The simple truth. And the simple truth is we're going to find out. Okay? What is the simple truth between the masculine and the feminine? So I hope you're ready for this. I don't know what's going to happen. This is a live reading, so I can't really give anyone a trigger warning on a live. But if there is any triggers, I'll be sure to mention it in the title. All right? But I'm thinking this is going to be a nice reading. I think it's going to be a good reading. Okay? That's my premonition of it. But I just want to get down to the simple truth. You guys know how you can go shopping at a chocolate store and get a bunch of different flavors of chocolate. Well, that's, normal tarot card readings. But then there's those tarot card readings where it's just chocolate. We're just going to disclose the simple truth. We're not going to gussy it up, okay? We're going to make some delicious chocolate, but it's going to be simple chocolate, okay? We're going to get to the truth of the matter. So let's go ahead and just get to the simple truth. Love it, markers. You can handle the truth. By Jack Nicholson. Very much so. Let's go ahead and start. Let's get the energy between the both of you. Spirit, please reveal the energy between the masculine and the divine feminine. I'm seeing 3 cards in my head. I usually see what my reading looks like before I do it. So, okay, well, we've gotten 3 reversals, which is crazy to start. And no, my deck is not in reversals. But look at that at the bottom of the deck. Another reversal. And then comes an up forward. And not all my cards are reverse, So don't think that, oh, Steph, all your cards are mostly reversed. No, I know they're not, because I have my signature on the cards that can say if a card is reversed or not. So no. Anyways, that's what's going on. Right now, between both of you, there's karmic in reverse. Interesting. But everything's upside down. Everything's upside down between the both of you. Okay, that's the energy that you guys create. This is what you've created together, masculine and feminine, and it is in reverse, and it is upside down. Something's going on. I don't know. Yeah, that's right. What a start. Let's go ahead and look at the divine masculine over here on the right. All right. right. We have 5 in the bottom. So we got 6 for masculine. Show me divine feminine, please, the simple truth. Show me the divine feminine, the simple truth. I could tell you the divine feminine feels much easier to read. Okay, we'll do 6 for her as well. Bottom of the deck is the moon card. So between both of you guys, there's a lot of secrets, there's a lot of hidden emotions, a lot of hidden thoughts, dreams, feelings, and fears. Okay? The overall energy for you guys is, I love you, but I can't say it. I think of you, but I try to forget that. I yearn for you, but I know you're too far away. Okay? I know we're drawn together by fate, but what can I do about it? I'm out of control. I'm not in control of this connection. I feel very, very, very deeply for you and very, very connected to you. But I also have a lot of sorrow with the moon card. A lot of sadness, a lot of emotions. There's ups and there's downs. But at the heart of everything between the both of you, there's a very, very deep, deep emotional bond. And there's fate. Fate and a deep emotional bond, the very truth of it. Also something that is going to connect the both of you is the sign of Cancer. Whoa. Sorry, guys. What the heck? Just fell on me there. Good times. Good times. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get into the reversals. We know this one's a karmic in reverse, which is very interesting. There's obviously a karmic relationship between the both of you. Okay, there's something karmic. There's a karmic cycle. And now we have the High Priestess in reverse. This usually is feeling very far away from your intuition. Very, very far away. Very distant. Okay, not feeling like your intuition is on point. Not feeling like you're hearing that. The next one in reverse is a divorce card. So divorce in reverse. Oh, tell him I said hi. So divorce in reverse is like we were never married, but we're separated. I felt married to this person. I may have been married to this person in a past life. And that's really what it is. It's very simple. That's the simple truth. We were never married, but I feel married, but now we're separated. Okay, so that's part of the message. The last one between you guys is Virgo, the Hermit. And this is soul searching, definitely not. Not asking questions anymore. Okay, no one even wants to know further about this journey. You guys both feel you've already got all the answers on this journey that need to be had. That's the simple truth. There's some signs that are really popping out at me from the majors, and I have to spit them out. We've got Virgo, we've got Gemini, we've got Scorpio, and we've got Cancer. And I'm going to go ahead and say Capricorn. I feel it. I've been feeling Saturn in Capricorn for a while. Saturn is very realistic. He's very serious in that sign. And Saturn rules us all, and he's just, he's very much a realist right now. And if anybody feels like you've just been too real, that's why. Just too real, too serious, too matter of fact. That's what it is. But anyways, between the both of you guys, those signs are there, okay? We have, I want to come out of withdrawal. Both of you want to see each other again. There was a time where you pulled away from each other with the Hermit card, but now between the both of you, there's a yearning, for sure, with the Moon card, that you guys want to come back into some contact. Whether it's communication, visiting with each other, seeing each other, or just feeling each other's presence in dreams and in the spirit realm. Can you be part of the spirit realm even though you're not dead? Yeah, you can definitely be part of the spirit realm. Your energy is basically spirit. Energy is spirit. So you're already partial spirit, so you're already partial spiritual realm. And some of you guys may feel like, oh, well, I'm feeling very connected to this person, but in the spiritual realm. And people look at you like you're crazy. They question you. Well, what are you smoking? What is she talking about? Spiritual realm. Like, this is too much for me. How can I explain that there to the skeptics? Like I said, our body has an energy force and an energy field. It is what it is. Everything has energy. You know that from radiation. You can't even be in the same room that someone's getting an x-ray from a machine that's taking a picture. Why? Because there's invisible forces. It's radiation. There's an energy field. This earth has an energy field. It's the atmosphere. That's our energy field. Our energy field is made of love and water on this earth. Humans have an energy field. You ever walk across the carpet really fast and you are conductive, and then you can have the energy to shock someone just by touching them or giving them a kiss? So you're like, ah, you're conductive. Because you're conductive, you pick up on all kinds of energy. So a lot of us have the empathic gift. You can pick up on different energy fields of people, okay? Their emotions send off vibes, okay? A lot of you guys can understand and relate to that. You guys have heard, you're killing my vibe, right? Or you're, only good vibes here, right? Well, those vibes are energy. So we feel energy all the time. Wi-Fi is sending off energy. Can't see it? It's there. Yes, we are all full of energy. So to be frank, we can be a part of that spiritual realm because our heart sends off a vibration. Our mind sends off a vibration. Our soul, our energy just seeps through anything and everything, and it travels timelessly. It can be anywhere at any time. We can send our spiritual energy to heaven to talk to our loved ones. You know that's true. We can send our energy to comfort someone miles away if there's been a death, or there's been maybe a joy. You ever get a call from grandma where she's just crying and, I love you so much, and I'm so proud of you and I miss you. You can feel her, can you not? Right? Or mom or dad or your kid or your best friend or your lover. Do you ever get those calls where you can feel them with you? They're being part of spirit. And you ever hear that saying, I'm there with you in spirit? I can't be there, but I'm there with you in spirit. Well, I'm sure a lot of you guys already know this from COVID. There wasn't a lot of human interaction for a while, but you could still be there in spirit for people that needed you. Anyways, that's just kind of for the skeptics there. Yes, you can be part of the spiritual realm even though you're not made of spirit. You're made of body and flesh and blood. Your energy is still spirit inside of you. So anyways, the obvious truth is you guys want to come out of isolation. You want to come back into the open, okay? I'm thinking of the Boof from Home with Rihanna, that little cartoon Home. The Boof, the little alien, was like, can I come into the out now? And she was like, no, you cannot come into the out now. So anyways, you probably haven't seen it. I don't know. Well, whatever. We have two people that want to come into the out now. Okay. I want to, get back in touch with you. I'd like to see you. I'd like to feel you. I'm thinking about you. And there is a lot of dreams with the Moon card. You guys probably have been having several, if not even just a couple, dreams about this significant person in your life. Okay. So anyways, that's being said, the simple truth is between you guys lies a karmic. And this karmic is neither here nor there. Meaning this karmic is neither in someone's life nor out of someone's life. There's a karmic that could be one of those signs I've mentioned: Virgo, Gemini, Scorpio, or Cancer. Doesn't have to be the karmic, but those are what's come out. There's a karmic somewhere involved that is involved in some sense, to some extent, okay, but not truly. And there's a karmic that's part of the picture, but not fully. And I would like to say the karmic is an ex-divorcee, or your divine lover or yourself is an ex-divorcee, meaning you've already been divorced, or your person has already been divorced once, or the karmic has already been divorced once. But this is for grown folks. This is, a grown folks reading here. And we do have someone here that has been hitched before all of this. The karmic is very, very negative. The karmic is not wise. The karmic sees things through rose-colored glasses, and the karmic sees things through a clouded vision. And the karmic does not listen to her or his intuition that's telling them a million things a mile a minute. They don't want to listen to that. Congratulations, Angela. You're in communication today, not super responsive, but being optimistic. He went out of his way to come see me at work today. Angela, don't take that lightly. That's a very, very, very large measure. I see how you measure things. And you're feeling like seeing someone and communicating needs to happen to feel great. The fact that he went out of his way to come see you and coming out of isolation, reaching out to you, was being led by his heart, by the moon card, not following his intuition, because his intuition was like, don't go. We're not in a good vibe. But he went. And he probably went, Angela, because he's at some kind of a negative place with a karmic cycle or karmic energy. So he's following his heart, and thank you for that comment, because that does make sense with the moon card. Following your heart, letting your feelings be your guide. Okay? So not necessarily your conscience, but your feelings. So yeah, take that for every ounce that it's worth. And that's a very big, beautiful gesture. For someone to come physically go out of their way and see someone is a very, very, very big gesture. It's not something simple or light or, half-ass. It's a very big move, especially coming from someone that didn't want to communicate at all. So he's breaking that karmic cycle and feeling pulled and called to you. All right. So this is what we have going on. The simple truth is there is a karmic involved. Go ahead and jot down these facts like a Capricorn and a Virgo, okay? 1, there's a karmic involved, or a karmic cycle. 2, this person or both of you have been through the marriage cycle before. 3, neither of you feel like your intuition is on point. You feel a little bit lost. 4, you want to come back into each other's lives to some degree. Those are the facts. That is what's between the both of you. That is the simple truth. Okay? Not problem-free, but that's the simple truth of it. Let me get a drink of tea. Spirit, can you please clarify the karmic energy? Hold on a minute. I'm channeling something. I'm picking up on a message. It's a lot in 1 second to describe. It's like 10 minutes of information downloaded into 1 second of a thought. I have to explain what this is. I feel like I need to kind of express what a karmic cycle is. People are like, okay, I know what a karmic is pretty much, but everyone hears karmic cycle, karmic cycle, karmic cycle, karmic cycle. We hear it every fucking day, just like everyone hears twin flame, twin flame, twin flame, but they don't understand it. Quite simply, what a karmic cycle is, because we move in cycles, is you're stuck in a loop, a very negative, low vibe loop. It's a loop that doesn't help you rise. It's a loop of cycles that do not allow you to see greater things, to be free, to be open, to be healed, and to be in love, the energy of love, okay? So karmic cycles keep you from being in a positive energy of love. A karmic cycle keeps you stuck at a gateway. The gateway is between the upper and the lower, which is the heart chakra. The heart chakra is the gate. Think of that. Think of 1111 as a gateway. The heart chakra is the gateway. Think of this, and I want you to imagine that there's a lot going on in someone's life that they can never break this barrier or go through this gate. Meaning someone has a hard time forgiving. Someone has a hard time understanding. Someone has a hard time being optimistic. Someone has a hard time in letting something or all things go. Lots of people get stuck low vibe in a very karmic net. And it is a cycle. And there's about 3 parts of the cycle, I feel. About 3 parts. So there's all different kinds. I mean, I could just spit off a few of them, but I want you to imagine just low vibe people not trying to be low vibe people trying to do meditation, trying to do healing, trying to do forgiveness, trying to do all these things. But the key word with the karmic cycles is I'm trying. I'm just trying. And they're not succeeding. They haven't overcome. They haven't broke the glass ceiling. They haven't come through the gate. This would be stuck in karmic cycles. I'm going to give an example, just an example. Okay, since we have divorce, I'm going to go with that. Someone that gets married frequently. Okay, someone that gets married, and this is how it happens. They meet someone. They fall in love quickly. They have sex very quickly in the relationship. Sexual desires and passion drive them. They get hooked on the physical contact. They're very attractive. So they work very hard on their body, on their looks. Everything is based on the physicality of the relationship. So we're going to go physical, just very, very physical. And then the other person gets so enamored and hooked on this person's drug, which is a love drug, which is a sexual vibe, that they want to propose and get married because they never want to stop having sex. And they feel like, it's a drug. And if I don't marry this person, I won't have this good sex. So they propose. 2 people get married, they have good sex, but then something clicks, something changes. The Navamsha kicks in, right? Because they're married. They're living together and they get real, they get serious. Now they have to deal with other matters, spirituality, beliefs, home matters and responsibilities, which is work, taking care of a home, etc. And the emotions of the other partner. Okay, so they don't know how to deal with those things. How do I deal with your emotions? How do I deal with this home matters? How do I balance this all out? I just want good sex. So the relationship falls apart. It just falls apart. Okay, maybe some people get married for babies, Hey, I fucked you a lot. You're pregnant. Let's get married. I don't want to be a dick, or I don't want to make, a sham of this, and I don't want to embarrass you in front of your family. I'm not doing anything. I'm not seeing anyone else. Things are pretty good. Let's get married. Sometimes that's the karmic cycle. People get married for responsibility. You see how there's always some reason why someone gets married. The marriage is just an example. It's not the full-fledged karmic cycle. It's just an example of this card, okay? So, either someone here is getting married for sex or someone's getting married here for babies. Some people get married for money. okay? But those are the low vibe karmic cycles. Anyways, so these people get into a cycle where they marry for a specific reason, or they commit for a specific reason, okay? There's got to be a reason. It's not just because their heart led them there. My heart just loves you. It's exploding with emotion. I feel so deeply connected to you, and I feel like I've known you before. It's not that kind of a marriage, okay? It's something else. It's very physical. So then they get married for something like that, for responsibility or duty or sex. And then what happens? It comes crashing down because reality sets in. So the first part of the cycle is it's all physical. It's all physical. And you jump and you leap out of responsibility or passions, actions, and desires. Then you get stuck into a very confusing reality. Okay? And you don't know how to deal with a relationship. This is just one example, okay? You don't know how to deal with a relationship. You don't know how to deal with the actual connection of marriage. It's too confusing. It's too hard. There's a lot of factors. It's too much to carry. So then you go through the cycle of, I can't do this anymore. I love myself. I love myself. I deserve better. I want more. I think the key factor is I want more than this. And so then this person wants out. I want out. It was fun. I did what I came to do. I got, some prizes, whether they were stupid prizes or happy prizes. I got some prizes out of this. And I'm out. I'm out. Peace out. Bye. Okay, adios. Adios. I'm out of here, man. I'm out. And that is a karmic cycle. That's just one example of a karmic cycle. But that person does not know what the fuck they're doing. Does not know what the fuck they're doing at all. Okay? And then what's going to happen in a karmic cycle, that's not the end of their story. That's not the end of it. Okay? That's not the end. And just to give you a taste of this karmic cycle, it's funny and it's ironic, but we've talked about it many times on this channel. Rahu and Ketu signify your karmas, past life karmas, and karmas you must fulfill. Ironically, the specific karmic cycle I just compared that with is attached to Rahu and Ketu. Rahu wants something and is never satisfied. Hello, the sex, the beginning of the cycle. Okay? Hello, cravings. Hello, desires. That's Rahu. All right? And then Ketu is, fuck all this. I don't want it. Fuck all of this. All of it. I want nothing to do with it. I'm done. I want nothing to do with this person. I'm out. I don't want to see you again. I don't want to hear from you again. I don't want to breathe your name. Okay? I just want to disappear. I want to move on. Hello, Ketu. Ketu wants to forget everything. Leave and lose and cut off everything. Now you can see what I'm talking about with the loop. I'm just trying to describe this to you guys in a way that you'll understand. Please let me know if you're understanding it. Sometimes I feel like I make no fucking sense. It makes sense in my head, but I don't know how it makes sense in your guys's. I do follow astrology heavily, so maybe some of this is clicking with me and it's not with you. I don't know. Wingman, the dragon tail is Ketu. Absolutely. The head of the dragon and the tail of the dragon, that's Ketu. You ever see that circle with the head eating its tail and it goes on and on forever? That's Rahu and Ketu. Those are karmic cycles. Guys, karmic cycles are very heavily attached to your north node, which is Rahu, and your south node of your moon, which is Ketu. So whether you follow tropical or Vedic sidereal, this is what you're going to know. And hopefully I can help you today. What are your karmic cycles? The best way for all of you who's watching me to look at what could my karmic cycles consist of. Because I just gave you one example. The example I gave you, by the way, just so you know, this is only one example, is a Rahu-Ketu axis of the first house and the seventh house. I repeat, the example I gave you with this divorce card, because of the seventh house Libra, marriage relationships, is the 1-7 for the first and seventh house. There are many other combinations. There's the second and the eighth house, the third and the ninth house. Okay, the 4th and the 10th house, the 5th and the 11th house, the 6th and the 12th house, okay, and so on, and it twists like a clock. There's a lot of combinations, my loves, and there's different signs in each one, so no one's is exactly alike, but you'll see a cycle. You'll at least see 12 common cycles, you know? So I hope that made sense with the example I gave you. And what happens with your North Node and South Node, Rahu and Ketu, the head and tail of the dragon, what happens is if you don't get control of these fuckers, they are going to be malefic and fuck with your world. This is why everything's upside down here between the both of you. They are going to fuck with your world. You need to get the reins of control on Rahu and Ketu. Now it all makes sense to me just now even. I learn something new every day. There's some epiphany for me. The epiphany for me today and the vision that came in my mind is a perfect picture of the Chariot card. And it's funny because Chariot is Cancer and I have the moon. Cancer may have something very strongly affected. You guys may have a Cancer vibration with the Rahu Ketu axis, or maybe just the Venus, Jupiter, something connecting the both of you. I don't know. But it's also just about emotions. But the vision that came to my mind with the Chariot was one horse was Rahu and one horse was Ketu. Each are connected, but they're going in a different direction. They're trying to go in a different direction, but at the same time, they can't go in a different direction because they're tied to each other. Hallelujah. Does that make sense? They are tied to each other. There is no escape. You will not escape this loop. I am tied to you and you are tied to me. We are in a karmic cycle. I cannot run this way fully. And I cannot run this way fully. Because if I try to pull, you come with me. You come with me. We're tied. Yet, the rider in the Chariot has control with the Chariot card of both of them. And yes, it has to do with the stars. The blanket over his head is the stars. It is the sky. It represents the heavens. The heavens are above him. The earth is below him. And his chariot is his Merkaba, his balance, the masculine and the feminine in him. He's got the sun on his head, the moon's on his shoulders. He's grounded. He's successful. He's victorious. He has overcome his karma, his cycle, not all his karma, but his karmic cycle. And now he's going forward. He's going forward. He's winning, he's successful, he's balanced, and he's going forward. He may not have full control of those energies, because we never will, but he has enough control where he has that ship balanced, and now he can get past the gate. And it's funny because I always relate sphinxes to the gate. And we are talking about 1111. I think the sphinxes are the gate. And he's getting through the gate now because he's managed to get control of his fucking karmic cycle. I hope that makes sense to you guys. Hope I didn't lose you off in my freaking fantasy world that I feel I live in most of the time. Pisces drama. Hello. Pisces moon. That's how I think. That's how I feel. That's how I understand things. 12th house. Jupiter. That's how I understand my wisdom. So, anyways, that's how it works. That's the karmic cycle. And this is why you guys get stuck in an everlasting loop. Because you have not, quite simply, you haven't defeated your karmas. You haven't defeated Rahu and Ketu and the cycle that keeps you stuck. Rahu pulls you in, Ketu takes you out. I repeat, Rahu pulls you in, Ketu, South Node, takes you out. That's what happens here. And somebody has, I mean, this reading may make sense. My example is a 1-7 for the 1st and 7th house. Some of you guys may have Rahu in the 1st house, Ketu in the 7th, or Ketu in the 1st house, Rahu in the 7th. If that's you, and that was my example, maybe this really, 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 really resonates for you today. If not, don't worry. Some people may have, you know, a different access, but may have the signs that I mentioned. Cancer, Scorpio, Gemini, Virgo, Capricorn. You may have one of those placements in one of those signs, okay? If you have Rahu and Ketu in a Virgo axis, then you have Pisces somewhere involved, which makes sense because High Priestess is Gemini and Pisces and Scorpio. If you have Gemini in one of those nodes, then you have Sagittarius. If you have Scorpio in one of those nodes, you have Taurus. If you have Pisces in one of those nodes, well, duh, you have Virgo anyways. So anyways, if you have Capricorn in one of those axes with one of those nodes, you've got Cancer. If you've got Cancer, you've got Capricorn. And that's what's come up in this reading. So I do think you have some kind of a node in one of those signs. If not, you or your partner is one of these signs. Maybe both of you. I don't know. But that's the hidden truth. I mean, that is just the simple truth. I don't know how simple it is for you to accept, but that is the simple truth between both of you. Is this supposed to be better at 34? No, Mars matures at 32. So the malefic cutting and complete painful energy with Mars is a little bit better after 32 years old. But no, the nodes do not mature till 36. Why? Because they're connected to karma. And what karmic planet matures at 36? Saturn, the ruler. And, you know, I've said it before, but Saturn is the one that dictates and says where all your planets are. He literally handpicked your Jupiter, your Venus, your Mars, your placements, your time of birth. Saturn knows. Why does Saturn know your time of birth and make it? Because he is the Grim Reaper, but he's also the one that knows when a soul leaves the spirit world and comes into the physical, and leaves the physical world and comes to the spirit. He knows. He's in control. He knows time. He is Father Time. Father Time is the Grim Reaper, which is Saturn. That is him. He's old as time itself. Yes?
Grandma wanted me to remind you that her appointment's at 2.
Okay. I'll take my grandma to her appointment. Okay. So anyways, that's what's going on here between you guys. And you are stuck in a loop. And if it's not you, honey, it could be your man or your woman, okay? Y'all, some of you, one of you is stuck in this loop, and it's very hard to get through the gate. But I do feel like, and this is kind of that moon card, I want to get out of the gate. I want to get out of this loop. So you guys are breaking your karma right now. That is the simple truth. But someone is stuck in a loop. And how do you break it? Well, don't worry, I'm going to give you that answer. Okay, we're going to get to that here at the end. I'm going to try to hurry up and get through this as well, because I don't know what time it is, but I've been on 38 minutes. The first card for the masculine is, drum roll, the Leo, the Sun card. This is, I'm happy, but I'm really not. It's kind of a happy mask. You know, I'm not free. I was just channeling the Sun card yesterday. The Sun card simply means I am free of burdens. I'm free of sorrow. I'm free of chains. I'm happy. I'm joyful. I'm released. But it's in reverse. Because upright, she's holding her arms wide open. And when you hold your arms wide open, that's the gate. I want you guys at some point today to go out in the sun and throw your hands straight to your back and throw your head straight up with your mouth facing the sky. That pose right there is opening the gate spiritually. I don't know what the fuck it is in yoga. I'm not a yoga teacher. I'm not a yoga teacher, okay? I don't know. Hillary, my friend, she's a yoga teacher. She can tell you what the fuck the gate is. I don't know. I know the gate has to do with the hips. But I'm talking about the spiritual gate. I want you to throw your hands straight back, put your head in the air, and just feel that. Your body loves this pose. Your body feels release in that pose. If you can do that pose, You're going to feel better and you're going to feel lighter, I promise you. And that is the Sun card. Okay, but it's in reverse for the masculine, and that means there is trouble in paradise. That means I am not free. That means I have heavy burden. Okay. The next one here is Seven of Swords. Lies, deception, deceit, thievery, trickery, sneaking away and escape. Trying to get away with something. Someone's trying to get away with nobody noticing. They're not really that happy. And that's Libra. We mentioned it. No, I didn't. But Libra's here now. Anyways. I get a lot of readings, guys. I get confused with what the fuck I say sometimes. Queen of Pentacles. Virgo. The Virgin Queen. Or Capricorn, Taurus. Take it how it resonates. But we did get Virgo here, so I'm going to stick with Virgo here. But you're welcome to put in what you feel. Okay? I don't care. It's your reading. It's your reading, baby. It's yours. But the point is, we have the Earth Queen. She's involved, or he, and they are really not as happy as they seem. It is a mask. I know it's a mask because the Seven of Swords, deceit and deception, lies and escapism. The masculine is trying to escape in the dark, hoping nobody notices how absolutely unhappy they really are. Maybe the masculine also doesn't want to face to him or herself how unhappy they truly are. And for those of you that are new to my channel and you're new to tarot and you're here, a masculine energy can be both a female and a male. It's just an energy source. It usually resonates with the lower chakras. So someone that inherits those energies. Okay? It's not a bad thing, okay? It's just more realistic. They're grounded to this earth. So a masculine energy is just very grounded into reality, into a 3D dimension. That the feminine energy can be male or female, but the feminine energy is the upper chakras, which inherit fully spiritual ways of seeing things, spiritual ways of feeling things, knowing things, being enticed with the esoteric and mysticism. Okay? So it has nothing to do with sex. So if you're new to my channel, like, what the fuck is she saying? Masculine is both him or her. What the fuck? That's what I mean. Because it could be a guy or girl that is a masculine vibe. Okay? So I just want to be clear for those of you that are tuning in and are brand new to all of this. I just want to explain myself there. All right. So anyways, that's what's going on in Masculineville. And then we have Five of Swords. The masculine has a lot of friends and family where there's a lot of drama. Sorry about that. I was getting a phone call. So there is a lot of drama, Five of Swords, and someone just doesn't know how to act. I don't know how to act. If you guys have ever watched the show, The Originals, none of them know how to be right. They're all vampires. They don't know how to be human. Marcel at least knew somewhat how to be human, more so. They came from a fucked up family, a very dysfunctional family. And yet they try to portray loyalty and love and a deep family connection, which makes me cry every time I watch it. It's beautiful. Elijah is the loyal knight. He's the loyal brother, Knight of Pentacles kind of energy, but also Knight of Swords, which is I'll take action and revenge on anyone that tries to harm my family. I can be cold as hell. All right? So that's him. Klaus can be vicious, conniving. He's the King of Swords. He is strategizing. He will cut you with his mouth so deeply. It wrecks your whole entire life. His words are just completely the swords. And his mind is full of swords, pain, suffering, worry, sorrow, just a lot of pain inside his mind. A very troubled person. Okay? And then Rebecca, just heartbroken. Okay? Very, very heartbroken. She's like kind of like the Queen of Swords. Okay? The only reason I didn't use her for the Queen of Swords is because a brother and sister can't be married. That's gross. So I didn't want to do that. I picked someone else. I picked Queen Elizabeth for that shit because she's a cold bitch. But anyways, You know, Rebecca's very much the Queen of Swords. She's been hurt so much that, you know, she just wants to escape reality and get away from her family. She wants to cut them out, which is totally Queen of Swords. I want to cut you out because I've been hurt. But she's also not totally mean. She's got a soft side. She does have a soft side. And she sympathizes and empathizes and understands. And then Marcel is wild. He's very much like the King of Wands. I should have had him as the King of Wands. God damn it. Now I want to redo my deck. Anyways, he's very much the King of Wands. He's fucking sexy. Number one. And I'm sorry, guys, if you're like, what the fuck, Stephanie? I'm straight. You're making me gross. Deal with it. Okay? I'm a heterosexual female. He's fucking hot. Okay? And all my gay fellas watching me, you know he's hot too. Okay? So comply with me, people. Comply. He's hot as hell. Woo! I love me some Marcel in the originals. Good Lord, I do. Anyways, he's just Mr. fucking, I run all this shit. You're gonna do what the fuck I say. This is my world. I'm the king here. Okay? The way he says it is so Leo, right? I'm the king here. You're in my world, baby. You up in my world. And he's so confident that he even confronts his stepdad, Marcel, to, you want to challenge me? I'll challenge my dad. Shit, I don't care if he's an original vampire. I don't give a F. That's Marcel. That's King of Wands right there. I don't give a F. I don't give an F. And so he challenges his family. He'll do whatever it takes to get what he wants. He wins. So he follows his heart, but he also has a soft side, which is very Leo. The Leo, as much as they want to control, dictate, rule, and take charge, because that's all Leo. Part of the Leo side is also a very soft, loving, warm heart when it comes to family. Family means so much to the Leo vibration. So much. Children mean so much to the Leo vibration. And if you remember in the show, Marcel protects the children. He says that we have a pact, nobody hurts children. That's Leo. Marcel is Leo, period. And I will redo my fucking deck, probably, because he's badass. So anyways, maybe I'll just sell the card individually for those of you that already have my deck. You can just switch it out if you want. I don't care. Anyways, hi, Dios mío. So this Leo is like, I have so much love in my heart, so much love to give, but there's so much problems in my family. There's so much problems in my circle. So we have a masculine that is surrounded by drama, because this is a drama card. It talks of conflict. We have a masculine that is conflicted and surrounded by drama through his own friends or her own friends and family. And this masculine can't get their shit together, okay? Can't get it together because everyone that's around them is drama. The next card that comes out in the masculine reading is the Eight of Wands. Cupid's arrows, but also arrows of action. Determination, drive, passions, desires, goals. I will hit my fucking target. Pure Sagittarius energy, I will make the mark. So we have someone that's very confident in many areas of their life. The next card we have is the Three of Swords. But funny, it was actually in reverse, and I did this. I should have done this. So the Three of Swords in reverse represents a lack of healing from heartbreak. But time has pulled out a lot of these swords. Time has made some of these swords start to fall out. If you ever get a piece of meat and you stick a knife in it, you can hold the meat up and the knife will eventually fall out. It will fall out of the meat. So this is kind of the heart with the knives, the swords. Time has made some of these swords come out. And the masculine's not in a great deal of pain in the heart area. But it's still there. The wounds are still there. And there's no healing. You know, this is like, I didn't choose to heal. Time just made it a little bit easier. This is, I'm hurting, I'm suffering, I know I need to fix this. This is, I don't know if I have to fix this. I don't even care if I have to fix this. Even the Seven of Swords right above it says, I want to escape and run away from this. The Queen of Pentacles on top of the Eight of Wands is, I want to focus on materialism. My job, my money, my car, my house, my family, my food. I want to focus on everything around me. I don't have time to dalliance with feelings. And that's the conflict with the Five of Swords. There's a lot of pain and suffering in the masculine energy. 7, 3, and 5 of Swords. Very, very painful. There's change that's going to come, but the most noticeable sign that I see for masculine is the Sun is in reverse. You're not happy. You're not happy. No, let's get a DM confession. Spirit, can I please have a divine masculine confession about the Sun card in reverse and the 7 of Swords and the 3 of Swords? Give me confession. Just give me confession through these cards. It's this one. I talk to you all the time, in spirit, in dreams, just in my heart. I express everything I feel and desire as if you were still here. So there's still a painful yearning to be connected to the divine feminine. That explains the Sun card in reverse, the 7 of Swords, and the 3 of Swords in reverse. Okay? I do talk to you in my heart, and you know what I feel that I really, really want. And I'm thinking of Marcel and Rebecca in the originals. They had so many problems to get together. First, Klaus didn't want them together because that was his sister. Then they couldn't be together because Klaus was around. It was like there's always somebody around that kept them apart. The simple truth is right now there's a karmic around. Someone's stuck with them in the karmic net, the karmic cycle. They want to be with you, divine feminine, but there is somebody sticking around, which is causing a lot of the drama. Wingman, you absolutely need to watch the originals. Are you kidding me right now? Shh. All of you need to watch the originals. It's on Netflix, by the way. That is the one series I will buy. I will buy that series, so if the world ends and I have a generator, I can still pop that bitch in and watch it. Okay? If the internet goes out, I can still watch it. I love it. But Marcel really wants to be with Rebecca, but so many, this is Rebecca, okay, this is Klaus. I mean, Marcel. He really loves her and wants to be with her. She really loves him, but it's like everything keeps them apart. But what catches my eye here is this is like from Marcel, and he's saying, Rebecca, I talk to you all the time. I express everything I feel and desire as if you were here. There's still a deep connection. They spent hundreds of years apart. They had a lot of time apart. They were, you know, never going to die. They had plenty of time on their hands, but they still remained in bond. I can't talk. They still remained bonded. And even though people came in and out of Marcel's life, you know, sexual partners, you know, Rebecca still loved him. And what's funny is Rebecca didn't really have sexual partners. She just wanted to be alone. She wanted to go be hermit. She wanted to isolate herself from this family. She wanted to go, you know, experience the world. She loved babies. She loved marriage. She wished she could be human again so she could experience a family. That's all she wanted. And Marcel loved her, but he was full of power in his head. He wanted to be the king of New Orleans. You know, he wanted to be a ruler. He wanted all that things that Leos want. So can I just come out of my shell and just tell you what I think the simple truth is? We have a Queen of Swords, which is what I said Rebecca was. Most likely Gemini. because of what I've mentioned, but it can be Libra or Aquarius. We have a Queen of Swords. We have a divine feminine energy that is air-based, possibly with water in her chart, or his, okay? And for the divine masculine, we have all the signs I mentioned earlier, but there is 100% strong Leo. Strong Leo in the masculine's chart somewhere very strongly. There just is. Could be a Virgo, Leo cusper. We do have a lot of Virgo. Okay. But it's there. It's there. And I know the masculine's got Leo somewhere. I just do. It's got to be. It's got to be for this reading. Thank you, Alita Reagan, for the 1010 on Cash App. Oh my God. It is so nice to get donations like that and thank yous. It keeps me lifted, keeps my spirits high. Thank you so much. So anyways, Marcel was definitely your Leo, your king, your masculine is keeping in touch with you spiritually and bonded to you, no matter the sexual partners that come into their life, no matter the karmic people that come and step in as friends or family or foe or sexual partners. Your masculine still has a connection to you and speaks to you through the heart, in spirit. And I know, divine feminine, Queen of Swords, you feel it. And I know that it's still there, the love and the bond. It's still there, okay? So the masculine says, look, you know, I am not happy without you. I am suffering, and the only thing I can do is send you these vibes and love and messages from my heart and in my mind right now. Bottom of the deck is, I'm afraid of this love and of pain too. I'm afraid of how much I love you. I'm afraid of how deep our love is. I'm afraid of how real our love is. I try to escape this. Why? Because I'm afraid of pain too. You know, sorry I keep going back to the originals, but fuck, that's this reading. Marcel was abandoned by his father in the original show. He was half white, half black. His mom was a slave and his dad was the slave owner back hundreds of years ago before he was a vampire. And his dad was a cruel son of a bitch and treated him like trash. So he was obviously abandoned, not literally physically, but emotionally abandoned from his father. And he felt rejected. And, you know, there's a lot of suffering. And that hurt him. And then Marcel came up, I'm sorry, not Marcel, Klaus came up and gave Marcel his name. Marcel didn't even have a name. He was just called Boy or something like that, or a number or whatever. And Klaus was like, he was watching his blood father throw apples at him in an apple orchard, treating him like trash. And Marcel, who was already thousands of years old, saw this going on and killed his father, the boy's blood father. And he came down and he gave him a name and he goes, what's your name? And the boy said, I don't have one. And he said, you're Marcellus. And I forgot what the name meant, but it meant something important. And he's like, you're Marcellus. And he took care of him. So he raised him. He loved him like his own, and he basically adopted him as his son. So that's Klaus right here. Klaus is like the father, okay? So he adopted Marcel as a boy and made him part of their family, okay? So you can imagine how Marcel was conflicted. This is conflict. Fighting with his own adopted father who loved him and gave him love and nurturing in his most time of need. How close they were. But then Marcel got in the way of his love for Rebecca, Klaus's sister. He didn't want them together. So anyways, that's what first kind of separated them, made them mad at each other. And there's a lot to the story. But look, I'm just going to say this. The masculine energy here, before I move on to the feminine, has some parental issues. There's some abandonment issues, and even Marcel with Klaus, again, Marcel felt abandoned by a father because there was a fire that broke out in a building where they were all at. And this family, his family, adopted family, left thinking that Marcel was dead, thinking that he had died in the fire. And they had to leave because their evil stepfather, who wanted to murder them all. Hello, family drama. Their evil stepfather wanted to murder them all. They left running. And there was so much drama in the show. They left from their abusive father. He had an abusive father. He's the one who called their abusive father on them because he wanted him and Rebecca to be together. And then the three of them ended up escaping and leaving him. And it was like drama in circles. And of course, it's a TV show. It's going to have a lot of drama. But the point is, Marcel, poor King of Wands here, had a lot of suffering. A lot. And he felt abandoned not once, but twice. And even 3 times, if you count Rebecca leaving him. So he felt like, fuck all of you. You deserted me. You abandoned me. You left me for dead. I would have never done that to you. And that's how the fuck a loyal Leo feels. Am I right, Leos? Loyal Leos feel like I would have never done to you what you did to me. And that's fucking foul. And that's how a masculine feels. Betrayal. 7 of Swords, 5 of Swords, 3 Swords. Betrayal. Betrayal is number 1 for this masculine energy. So anyways, there's betrayal. And the masculine is afraid of love, but also afraid of pain. Okay? Because pain hurts, obviously, and he doesn't want to go through that again. So the masculine's really going through it. And one of the best ways you guys can break your karmic cycle is through acts of forgiveness and letting things go, changing and transforming. Basically, y'all need to have a death of the ego. And I don't care if you're a guy or a girl, I know I'm speaking to you. I know I'm speaking to someone that is listening. And you cannot forgive your ex, or you can't forgive your parents, or you can't forgive yourself. You can't. And there is bitter resentment and anger and frustration, and it always comes back down to you. Not the other person, but you. You for making that decision. You for making that choice. You for making mistakes. Yep. It always comes down to you. And as much as you want to blame someone, blame them for what you went through and how it's because of them that you guys suffered, at the end of the day, when you look in the mirror, hello, Hermit upright, High Priestess upright, when you go within, the truth always remains. It's your soul path. It's your soul thing, not theirs. And when you face that and you face that person in the mirror, then you can go through the gate and you can conquer that karmic cycle and the gates will open. And like the Chariot, you will come through because you faced your shadow side. Hello, dark, Sphinx, shadow side, the moon, feminine. You need to face that side. Okay? And look what's sitting here at the top of my other deck. Chariot, 7 of Swords, 10 of Cups. There is a connection to a family. There's a connection, be it whatever family it is for you. So that's that. If you want to break your karmic cycles, you're going to have to go through a big shadow reflection journey. And you're going to have to forgive yourself and make peace and take away the bitterness and the grudges. How can you tell someone's still bitter, Steph? You can tell someone's bitter when they say, fuck them. I hate them. I want nothing to do with them. I loathe them. That's totally the Grinch. Talk about being stuck in a cycle. Okay? Bah humbug to you too. You know? If you have hate for someone, it's bad. You shouldn't hate. There's something called understanding. Divine truth. Understanding that people change, people grow. People change and people grow. If you don't believe that, no wonder you're still stuck in a karmic cycle. You have zero optimism, faith, forgiveness, understanding, divine love, unconditional love. You're not there yet. And until you get there, you will be stuck in the karmic net, in the karmic cycle. Open up your heart, and Spirit will bring what's meant for you. Blessings beyond your dreams, but you do have to let go of control. Absolutely. Okay, we're going to move on to the feminine. What's the simple truth over here? 8 of Swords trapped, twin flames in reverse. Gosh, damn it. 2 of Swords, the decision, very hard to make. Damn, another Swords. Y'all and your swords. 9 of Swords, misery. More swords, Libra, justice energy. 2 of Wands, 2-2. And you got the twin flames. You're on a 2-2 frequency. There is a Libra involved for the divine feminine. And if not a Libra, I tell you earlier, Gemini for the feminine. Could be Aquarius. I don't see Aquarius anywhere, but could be Aquarius. Didn't I tell you since earlier the divine feminine was Rebecca, the Queen of Swords? And divine masculine is Leo. But there's always this Libra hanging around. I don't know. Maybe both of you have air. But let's move on. Divine feminine, you are stuck in a frame of thought that you know you want to break free from. You're very confused right now about your twin flame journey. There's a divine feminine that's watching me that you feel you are on a twin flame journey. You feel very strongly that this was the right path for you, but you're very confused. 9 of Swords and misery. You're going through stress, heartbreak, pain, panic, jealousy, loss, hurt, misery, fear, sadness, anger, hate and doubt, pressure, rejections, sorrow and anxiety, which is all just flat out misery. Okay, it's just misery. You're suffering trying to go to sleep. It's been very difficult for you to rest peacefully. You have a lot on your mind and a lot on your plate. You don't know which way to go. You are in indecision. 2 of Wands, you really desire, part of you wants this twin flame connection, but the other part of you wants to disconnect from it. And you feel stuck in a loop also. A karmic cycle and a karmic loop of wanting your divine masculine and then not wanting your divine masculine. You are stuck in a loop as well. You want to break free. With the Justice card, you want justice. And I think you've been asking the age-old question, where's justice? Where is my justice? Where's the fairness? Why is this so unfair and unbalanced? Let's get a healing and grief card for you. Here you go, feminine. Forgiveness is a gift we give to ourselves. If you have trouble with the word forgiveness, you may use letting go or finding peace. So if you have a problem using the word forgiveness, it means you may have trouble with letting go, or you may have trouble finding peace, because all of them are the same. Forgiveness, letting go, and peace, they are all one and the same. It says here, Divine Feminine, be willing to find a little forgiveness today, a little peace today, a little letting go today. Okay, so there is some trouble in that arena for the feminine, and that is just the simple truth. This reading today is the simple truth. The simple truth, and I'm going to wrap up this reading here. You guys are in a karmic cycle. It's very hard to break free. The first step is letting go. The second step is forgiveness. The last step is finding peace. Masculine, you need to live a pain-free life. If you don't start living a pain-free life, which is a life in which you're living your purpose, you're going to always struggle. The Sun card is in reverse because that's soul in Spanish, soul. Soul of your heart, soul of your spirit. Your soul is a spiritual being. Your soul path is not aligned with your truth. You want and desire certain things. Maybe you want and desire power. Maybe you want and desire a win, glory. Maybe you have an ego and you want to be right. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay to be weak. It's okay to cry. It's okay to let someone else be king for a while. And you have a problem with that. You need to have an ego death. Because you are hanging on like a vice grip hanging on to shit you need to let go of. Just like Marcel needs to let go of some of the shit him and Marcel have been through. Throughout that whole show, I was like, God, Marcel, forgive. Hug each other. He loves you and you love him. Why don't you guys see that? Why does the audience see it, but you guys don't see it? How come everyone else can see how much you guys love each other, but you don't see it? That's crazy to me. And it's because of this ego. If the ego could get the fuck out of the way, you would see it too. So anyways, you need the death of the ego. Let's get some cards here. Give me an epiphany card for the masculine. In regards to his feminine or her feminine, give me an epiphany card for the masculine. You are my lifeline. I can't lose you. Sorry, can't talk. The epiphany is your divine feminine is your lifeline. Without the cord connected to her or him, your soul would be very lost. Very lost. God, source, spirit, the creator, the universe, the planets, fate, destiny, however you want to put a title on it, honey. That source brought you two together for soul growth, soul healing, soul love, and an awakening, and a freedom. Hello, number 5. Change. Have the power to change whatever's going on in your karmic reality. Because you were brought on this path together to be stronger together. Bottom of the deck, we are divine counterparts. I think you need to come to that epiphany. I think you need to come to that realization. I don't think you want to, but I think you need to. Okay? What is the epiphany for the divine feminine? What's the epiphany for the divine feminine? God, you guys are so lovey-dovey-dovey. Reminiscing on past precious moments, 6 of Cups. Hearts that speak the same language. Hearts, hearts. Love, love. Love, 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 love. You need to get back in the energy of love, divine feminine. You're in a toxic energy right now with all these swords, for real. 8 of Swords, you're in a negative vibration because you have negative thoughts and negative feelings. You are suffering with confusion, and therefore you're suffering in delay. You're lacking forgiveness and peace and letting go. You also need to have some small dose here of letting go of the ego. Justice will come when you can give justice, okay? Whenever you stop trying to be the judge, and I feel like the Justice card says, hey, I want to be the judge. Stop trying to be the judge. That's not your job. How many of you guys saw the movie The Shack? Well, if you did see the movie The Shack, you know there's a part in there where the judge allows the father to judge the perpetrator that hurt his daughter. And then it went back further to another little boy that was hurt, where it was the perpetrator, and the father before that, and the father before that, and when they were kids. And she's like, when does it stop? You say that because they're in their youth, they're innocent, but because they're older and they're damaged, they're not. She's like, but God doesn't see it that way. God always sees the inner child. God always sees the source and the beginning, as well as the end. So you're making judgments based on exterior situations that are not the whole truth. And he was like, this is really hard. And she was like, I want you to choose between your two older kids. Which one goes to hell and which one goes to heaven? Make a choice. And he's like, that's not fair. And she's like, well, you have to make a choice because you're telling God to make a choice between one child and the other. So you have to make a freaking choice. Pick one. Now. Pick one. And he's frustrated. And he's like, I can't pick one. Because why? Because I love them both. They're both my children. I love them both, and I will not pick one. You cannot make me. Take me instead. I'll sacrifice myself. Just pick one. No, I pick me. You take me instead of them. Hello, Jesus. That's why the theory of all of this came together. Sacrifice. Why? Because God is love. Whether you're religious or not, he's source, he's love, and the story depicts love. Even if you took titles off, it's always a story about love. And the greatest love of all is laying your life down for another. The greatest love of all is unconditional love. That's the greatest love. That is the message. So for the Divine Feminine with the Justice card, be love. Be the greater message. Be the greater good. Sacrifice yourself. Or don't judge. Okay? Don't judge. Don't judge who's right and who's wrong. I think you need to cut yourself some slack and give yourself a break. You've got enough on your plate to fucking worry about, which is your life, your business, your career, your self-healing, and your family. Why are you going to put someone else's fate on your shoulders? Why are you going to put someone else's business on your to-do list? Why are you going to put someone else's healing on your to-do list? Why? Are you the creator? Are you the judge and the jury? The answer is no. And unless you want that position, which is an extremely tough position, you need to let it go. You need to forgive. You've got enough on your plate. Don't take that on too. Stop trying to be the masters of the universe. Okay? Let the creator do that. Okay? Let the creator do it. Again, there's a small death to ego here, but Divine Feminine, part of your healing, it said, I think you have some trouble with the word forgiveness or letting go or finding peace. Part of finding peace is taking shit off your plate. It's kind of hard to be a loving person because you want to take on other people's problems, but the problem here is that's your problem. You have too many problems. The wounded can't heal the wounded. Not really. Okay, unless you're Cryon, the wounded healer. But you're not Cryon, okay? You're not. You're just Divine Feminine. And you have a life, and you have a soul path and a soul journey. And I know you feel very deeply connected to your lover, or to your soulmate, or to your twin flame. You're definitely one soul, two bodies, hearts that speak the same language, and you feel them, and you understand them, and you're very empathic, and you're very intuitive. But because you have so much going on and so much pain, the decision that needs to be made is the decision you don't want to make. That's walking away from this path. And I know I just hit some triggers. But walking away from this path is the answer. Forgiving your ex for being a son of a bitch 10 years ago needs to go away. Being angry and bitter about how much time has passed and how unsuccessful you are needs to go away. Being pissed off at yourself for bonehead bullshit decisions needs to go away. Being angry needs to go away. Being hurt needs to go away. Being jealous needs to go away. Being rejected needs to go away. How are you going to cure all those things? By rejecting this path. Sometimes when you lose, you win. Hello, that movie, What Dreams May Come. Remember when she said that? Sometimes when you lose, you win. Sometimes when you win, you lose. Both of you are on two different teams here. Both of you are going for a win. But I think the message for the masculine and the feminine is simply this, the simple truth. Sometimes when you lose, you win. And the decision that needs to be made here is walking away from this path. And I think why it doesn't make sense to you is because you know this path was divinely orchestrated for you. So because this relationship was divinely put in place in your birth chart, etc., etc., you're going for the goal. You're going for that success. But nobody ever said that your path was going to be that simple, that easy to understand, or that your path was going to be one way. This path is full of twists and winds and ups and downs and in and outs and surprises and obvious adventures. This path is not what you think this path really is. And I just repeat, sometimes when you lose, you win. Walking away from this situation and letting it go and being in love and having forgiveness for your past and the people that piss you off is going to bring you so much joy. So much joy. When you let go of the ego and you let go of the grudge and you let go of all these different things inside of you, your life opens up a whole new environment and the gate is revealed. The gate that opens up to a new world, and then you're free. You're free from this karmic cycle. And you've been walking by this gate and you didn't even know it. You didn't even know it. It's a wall, like in the movie The Labyrinth. It's a wall, a brick wall, and it looks like it's just wall. It's just a brick. But actually, if you just step through it, it's just an illusion. There is no wall. It's actually a doorway. Yeah? I missed you too, you little angel.
You have to leave without me away.
I love you. You're so cute. Want some of my tea?
But why do you have to leave me when I'm not awake?
Oh, because you were so beautiful resting.
You just want to leave me?
No, I don't want to leave you. I just think you're beautiful.
You just want to leave me going downstairs.
No, you little cute thing. Okay. I think you've got your answers today. Okay, I think you've got your answers. I'm going to get an oracle as we leave. Sometimes when you lose, you win. I think that's going to be the title. The simple truth, sometimes when you lose, you win. Walking away from this situation is the answer. Letting it go and not pursuing it is the answer. This is a time to release. You'll be surprised at what good comes your way and the justice that comes your way when you stop trying to help and you stop trying to judge and you stop trying to take control of this situation. Masculine and feminine, the same message. Stop trying to control everything. Let the universe work inside of you. There's a lot going on in the depths of your hearts that need to be dealt with. Feminine, you're hanging on to the past. Masculine, you're also kind of hanging on to the past. Okay? You're holding a grudge and you're keeping something your way or the highway. Divine feminine, you're the same in a different aspect, but a mere reflection of it. You want to hang on to something and do it your way or no way. And this is both leading to frustration and pain. Both of you need forgiveness, which is the gift, and the release and the peace that comes from it. So I hope you can find that today. Let's get an oracle for the masculine and the feminine. Give me an oracle, please, for the divine masculine. Give me an oracle, please, for the divine masculine. It's not that one. It's not that one. Okay, it's this one. Divine masculine oracle. Give me an oracle, please, for the divine feminine. You guys are going to be kind of shocked. But look, the temple path. We're talking about walking away from the path. This is in between the both of you. And it does talk about the temple. These orbs represent spirits and guides that are leading you on your path. And look how the little trail is windy, like the Wizard of Oz. Okay, so it's in reverse. Interesting. Let's see what that has to say. The temple path. Spiritual purpose and support. In reverse. Receiving this card reversed is a sign that you may have fallen off your path. Both of you. You could be too focused on worldly possessions and material gain. Or you may simply be maintaining old, unhealthy, hello karmic cycles and habits and fear, limitation, worry, and doubt. So you guys are both in this. Whatever is distracting you both, receiving this card together, reversed, is a firm message. Firm. That it is time to make your spiritual life and evolution a much higher priority. Not doing so represents an important loss of power. So clear your minds, meditate, and open up to the presence of spirit. Whatever else you may have going on, consider this as an important part of your personal and tactical plans. The support and inspiration of all eternity and countless loving spirits are available to you. Not turning to them is like cursing the dark when you refuse to turn the lights on. Oh my God, and that's powerful. It's my favorite. Not turning to your spiritual guides, your inner guide, your higher self, your passed on loved ones, and your high ascended masters. Not turning to them for help right now is like cursing the dark when you refuse to turn the lights on. That's a powerful message. That is such a powerful message. Sorry, but to the both of you. Do not curse the dark, both of you. Do not curse pain and sadness and sorrow and suffering and loss of desires being fulfilled. Do not curse them when it is you that is refusing to turn the lights on. It is you guys who refuse to forgive, to let go, and to choose peace over pressure and putting more things on your plate. Both of you guys want to hang on to some hot burning coal because you want to harm the other or you want to harm someone, when the truth is you're the one hurting yourself. You're still suffering today watching this because you have a lack of something, a lack of peace, a lack of forgiveness, or a lack of letting go. That is why you are suffering. Let's get an oracle for the masculine. Broken heart. God damn, I love when I'm right. Look at this. Just for those of you tuning in. Broken heart, broken heart. Don't tell me this ain't your message, masculine. Don't tell me number 9 doesn't relate to you. You have a lot of 9s in your life. You have a lot of 9s in your life. And that means you have a lot of endings. A lot of endings. Endings of marriages, endings of family members, endings of situations, endings. You have a lot of loss. And no wonder you have a broken heart. Let's read it. I opened it up to number 19, by the way. That's the sun card. Hello, number 9. Again, right? Can't escape it. Can't make it up. Masculine, you, my dear sweet love, are suffering from grief and loss. This card in the upright shows a heart broken open, revealing darkness, emptiness, and grief-filled tear. Grief-filled tear, I guess. I was thinking terror, but that doesn't make sense. That's not spelt right. Tear. And, oh, and a grief-filled tear. Sorry, Mercury retrograde. I can't fucking read shit, obviously. Let me start over. The card shows a heart broken open, revealing darkness, emptiness, and a grief-filled tear. Sorry, guys, it really just took a moment. So you have grief and you have a lot of tears that are filled with grief. The hurt may be from a long ago situation, or it may be pain from a more recent situation, or hell, it might be from both, recent and old. Okay, either way, a deep healing is called for, masculine, a very, very deep healing. Vent your feelings and release the person or situation involved. Affirm that you are reclaiming your power and peace of mind. Open your heart to the light of the divine love and healing, and have compassion for yourself and for others through this difficult process. Have compassion, understanding, forgiveness. You need it. You need it so much. Do yourself a favor. Help yourself through this difficult process. Make self-care a priority right now. As you let go of old experiences, you can open your heart to the true and abiding love that you so rightfully deserve. Marcel, Divine Masculine, King of Wands, Sun card. Listen, just like Marcel needs to let go of the abandonments, let go of the problems, and forgive and have compassion and understanding. If he would just have some of those things in the show, him and his stepfather Marcel would have, Klaus, would have had such a better relationship. If Klaus could have done the same, forgiven and had understanding and compassion for his siblings and his family, he would have had such an easier journey. But because he chose to hang on to a grudge mercilessly and judge people and be difficult because he thought the world was dark and cold, his experience was dark and cold. Even though Spirit time and time again kept trying to give Klaus love through his brother that he could never see. Please don't take forever. At the end of the show, and I've watched it like 3 times in full, I bawled my ass off. I don't want to spoil the whole ending, so I'm not going to tell you what happens. But I just want to tell you, at the end, I cried and cried and cried and cried like I just lost someone. I had boogers coming out of my nose. I was ugly crying. Ugly. It was terrible. I literally needed a box of tissue at the end of the show. Because what touched me was the love that Klaus had with his brother the entire time. And no matter the wrongs, and no matter the hurts, and no matter the betrayals, no matter the lies, no matter the deceptions, no matter how many times Klaus pushed away his love of his brother and his brother's love, no matter how many times he didn't want to believe it, didn't want to claim it, didn't want to own it, didn't want to feel it, didn't want to understand it, he was much more comfortable in his pain than he was in letting go and letting himself love again. Because love hurts sometimes. I'm afraid of this love, and I'm afraid of pain too. At the end of the day, when he let that love in, they didn't have a lot of time. They didn't have a lot of time to embrace each other's love. They could have had thousands of years together embracing each other's love. But sometimes that's not how it works out. Sometimes you embrace someone's love at the last hour, in the last minute. You think it's too late. But it's never too late. At least you felt that way. And they got to embrace each other and feel that love and that loyalty and that understanding and that complete unconditional love and that complete, we went through a hell of a ride together. We went through a hell of a ride together on this earth. I love you, and I couldn't imagine doing it again without you. And they went and they saw darkness together. They faced death together. They faced trials and hardships. That's the real love. And it doesn't matter when you figure it out. Although, since you're watching this, I hope you don't figure it out at the last hour, in the last minute, when you come to this clarity. I hope you can come to this clarity now. But stop fighting. Stop pushing away love for fear that it's going to hurt. Stop pushing away this divine counterpart connection. This is a beautiful connection. And part of the epiphany that you need to have is that you and your divine feminine are divine counterparts. Divine. They're sent for you here. You're meant to go through hell and high water together. Okay, ride and die, up and down, hate and love, sadness and happiness, loyalty and disloyalty. You and your divine counterpart are meant to walk through this journey together. Maybe not always physically together, but your souls are meant to experience these things side by side. Embrace that. I hope you can embrace that sooner than later, but embrace that. And divine masculine, you are so loved, by the way, so loved, so very, very loved by source and spirit and by your divine counterpart. You are so loved. You are so, so, so loved. No matter what you are. Period. Let the love in. Let it in. You are forgiven. You are loved. You are understood. You need to know that. So anyways, divine masculine oracle. Let's do the divine feminine. Cornucopia, girl, boy. You get some gifts, you get some blessings, okay? This is an abundance. By letting go of drama, hello, Nine of Swords, bye, Nine of Swords. By having forgiveness and letting things go and having peace, walking away from the path. Sometimes when you lose, your oracle is, you win. And that is a confirmation. When you choose to lose this battle, when you choose to walk away from this battle is when you win this battle. Hello. That's the message. By the way, I talked about the gate. And there's the number 11. The gate. You won't be lost once you let go and you stop trying to find the path. You guys ever find something that you've been looking for when you're not looking? I was looking for my keys for fucking weeks. And when I wasn't looking, I gave up. Fucking ordered another set of keys because fuck the keys at that point. My son's like, oh, Mom, here's your keys. Seriously, Mercury retrograde? Fuck you too. Okay, fuck you too, all right? That was bullshit. That was a lot of bullshit. But there you go. Sometimes when you lose, you win, man. Okay, and you know this, man. Anyways, guys, this is about wishes fulfilled. And it says here, divine feminine, an abundant harvest and great blessing awaits you. Damn. And you may even find all your wishes fulfilled. Do what? This cornucopia gifts from the universe can come in the form of financial riches. Cha-ching, hello. I'm ready. Job fulfillment. Romantic love, yes, please. Love, period, or all of the above. Okay, but you know, peace as well. Hello. When you receive the cornucopia upright, Divine Feminine, you know that you've done the right thing. You've done important work, and it's about to pay off, girl, boy, whatever. The seeds that you have planted, my dear, in your energy and in your life are ready to be harvested in some significant ways. Get ready, for the forecast is saying you're going to win, right? Because a great feast of abundant value is being prepared for you right now. Goosebumps. And Spirit is applauding your effort. Amen. Hallelujah. Sometimes when you lose, you win. That is your message, guys. Good luck in your process with all of this. I love you so much. Thank you for watching. Remember to love each other above all else. Please go out there and find your forgiveness with whoever you need to make it with. Make your peace with whoever you need to make peace with. Heal your heart. Heal your soul. Forgive and move on. I don't mean you have to forget, but forgive and move on. Okay? That's what we need to do. We have gotten off the right path. We've been off the path because we've been trying to do it our own way. And we need a death to the ego. Thank you, Positive Vibes. Oh, follow her, my favorite tarot reader. You're so great. Oh, what a sweetheart. Wingman, thank you. Markers, I love you always. Thank you so much for all your efforts with everything. I'm going to go. I got to hurry up, take my grandma to her doctor's appointment. Be well. Remember, like I always say, this love is a crazy-ass journey, not a destination. Just keep swimming, okay? This is part of the message for your life, not the message for your life, okay? I repeat, part of the message for your life, not the message. But this is something you do need to grasp. I hope you guys walk into the sun today and do what I said earlier with putting your hands straight back, lifting your face up to the sky, and breathing in that sunshine, okay? Release, let go, open your heart. Open the gate, which is your heart. Let that heart just pour wide open and just let whatever happens happen. It's going to feel good, all right? I love you guys. Thank you so much. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you're interested in supporting me or giving loving donations and thank yous to me, you can do that through Cash App. Okay, my Cash App tag is Let That Shit Go, 1111. And if you guys want to donate anything else, you can always still go to jks1111.com. All right? And you can donate whatever there. I'm also doing a tarot class. If you guys want to learn tarot from me, from moi, you can go there and sign up. It's $100 off. It's many hours. Get prepared. It's going to take you all month to get through that course. I go through the uprights and reversals of the tarot cards, so you can read them yourself and for your loved ones. Or start your own business, for all I know. Hell, you can read for me, girl. Boy, anytime. You can read for me. Okay? You want to learn how to read tarot? Go there. Invest in yourself. By God, everyone's getting these stimulus packages. Can you not invest in yourself and do some school? Learn how to read tarot like the best of them? Come on now. Don't tell me you can't do it. That's not right. That ain't right. Anyways, do that. And if you guys want to subscribe to my channel to see all my extendeds, you can go there as well. jks1111.com. You get to see many extendeds. This one didn't have an extended. I just read what I read to give you a bonus for my subscribers because my subscribers deserve it. They pay me $99 a month to get special messages from me, and I owe you. So I'm going to tell you this. When I come back from the doctor's appointment for my subscribers, I am going to do a bonus extra extended on this. And I'm going to get how this person feels about you and what's been in their dreams about you. Because they've had them. They've had dreams about you. All right? And then I'm going to get into you as well. What do your dreams mean? Okay? You've been having dreams about this person. What do your dreams mean? You know, what's going on? I'm going to get into what your dreams mean. And I'm going to go through all the zodiac signs. Okay? How each of each other feels for each other through all the zodiac signs and what your dreams mean. That is a bonus only for my subscribers. jks1111.com, not subscribers on YouTube, but subscribers on my actual website, where you can log in to my extendeds and see this bonus video. If you want to know more about your connection with this person, how they really feel about you, and what they've been seeing in their dreams about you, and what it means, then you need to go over there right now, jks1111.com. I will see you by tonight. You will have that bonus message. Thank you so much for watching me. You're the best. I'll see you guys later. Bye.